Okay guys, we're live. Can you hear my voice okay? And is it well balanced with the music and the audio this time? Hopefully it is. Not sure what we're drawing today, so we're going to be figuring it out. I've had a few suggestions. We've got Venom as a dragon. We have something from Dr. Virus also as a dragon or venomized. We've had a Pokemon and a Cuphead fusion suggestion, or I could do something like take one of my older artworks and redraw it, or we could just do something really random and figure out on the stream. So put your suggestions in the chat and we'll have a look in a minute, and I'll do a couple of hellos. So who have we got here? We have Alien Animation says nice, can't wait. Maybe that is going to load. Ronald Cornelius III, welcome to the stream. Dr. Virus. Hi, the doctor's here. I think I got something stuck on one of the keyboard commands. I can't seem to. Interesting. Give me a second, guys. Technical hitch at the start already. Go for Dude 88. Hello to you. Tegan, hello. Right, let me just make sure this is actually going to load in. Aha, that's why. Cool. So Tegan says hi. Fixed it. Go for Dude says, hey Dempsey. Hey Go for Dude. Dr. Fire suggests something with King Arthur. Yo Minecraft Transformers. Justin suggests Pokemon in the Cuphead art style. That could be an interesting one. Go for Dude says something Star Wars. I mean, I could take my Venomized Charizard that I did ages ago and do something with that, or we can look to do one of these ideas. I guess Pokemon kinda seems to be popular. Zoids the Liga Zero. Minecraft Transformers, that may be something on another stream, but I am looking to doing something Zoids related from the channel, just because I watched it as a kid and I think it's awesome. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to be doing. Okay, we've got quite a few suggestions here. I might have to figure this out. So we've got Ben 10, we've got Pokemon, we've got something King Arthur related. Decisions. It's hard to do. I kind of want to venomize something because we haven't venomized something in a while. A King Arthur Mandalorian. Give me a second, guys, to figure something out on this. This is what happens when you don't come prepared with something before your stream. So while we're figuring it out, just a heads up to you guys, we do have channel memberships available, and you kind of get the same as you do on Patreon. You'll get access to high-res versions of the artwork from any live stream or any video once it's done, and you'll also get behind-the-scenes content in a members section of the community posts on the channel. Plus you get awesome cool icons, which I don't know if anybody's got them, but I'm going to put them in here. I know Koi has. You also get the narrators as an icon, and the more members we get, the more you can unlock. And if you join as a member, I'm pretty sure the starting one was probably Loki. So go for dude, Loki is actually an icon for the memberships. Oh, Justin, that's awesome. You managed to get 4 shinies this week. I got 0 because I haven't played any Pokemon game. King Arthur was suggested, but I don't know about a Mandalorian version. Let's do a search for King Arthur. Maybe we should do King Arthur with Excalibur but Venomized. I do have a... I will be doing something Venomized on the channel because we haven't done that in a very long time. At some point. So, I don't know. Should we do something Venomized? The King Arthur Venomized? Or King Arthur something else? Well, that's quite cool, Justin. Dr. Fire says yes, yes, yes. I'm going to have to make a poll for this because this is too much to... too many decisions. So... I do need to just remove an element so I can create a poll. 1 second, guys. Cool, I can add options. Woo. Hello, Zara. Welcome to the stream. We're just figuring out what we're actually going to do, and I know the music stopped, but I need to add some options a second first before we put the next music on. So King Arthur Benmo. Cuphead, Pokemon Fusion, Venom as a dragon, redraw and artwork. Go for dude. Fridays when it's planned to come out for the redraw. I've started the artwork. There'll be a teaser dropping Wednesday. I need to finish off typing up the lore, but it will be happening this Friday, is my plan. So I'm going to have a very busy week ahead of me. We'll go with these 4 for now. I know I have to put Venom as a dragon because that was one of the first suggestions. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be covering the Papa John's bill, or the Domino's, or Pizza Hut, or wherever we get the pizzas from. Definitely going to be doing that. We will see which one wins out of those ones. Yeah, I think what I'll do, Minecraft, is I will put that in for the next stream. DM me on Discord and remind me about that one, and I'll put in the video suggestions and put you promised that next live stream, because that would be quite cool. I want to do a Mandalorian piece, but I need to be in the right mood because it's kind of a detailed piece, if that makes sense. I want to do it justice. Wow, so a Cuphead Pokemon Fusion or King Arthur Venomized? So give me a second, I'm going to load in. I'm thinking of redrawing some of my old artwork in a more up-to-date style. And to do that, I'm thinking of doing some of the really early artwork on the channel. I mean, this goes back a while. I don't know if any of you have seen this one. There was no lore with this. It was just me drawing to music. But I do have... it may actually be too big. Ooh, it's huge. I do have this artwork that I'm hoping to redraw at some point, and this was quite a cool one. This is my Venomized Charizard back then, and compared to the style I do now, it is completely different. But yeah, I might do an episode redrawing a load of the old artwork, like the Venomized Pokemon or something, with some lore and stuff in more up-to-date style. But yeah, I kind of got the urge to redraw that at some point. Wait, we can't have a triple split. That makes it really difficult. Hey Koi, how's it going? As you can see, everybody, Koifish Gaming has the membership, which means you can see a little Loki icon, because he's been a member for a month. And then it'll go up. So it'll start off with Loki, then it'll be Hero the Beast Tamer, then it'll be Dino Dino Claw, Demonica, Ehrenfold, and finally Nexum as the little narrator character bits. And the more members we get, the more we can unlock. I'm also going to be starting, when we get at least 10 members, I will be starting a bonus live stream twice a month, or at least definitely once a month, where I either do a viewer suggested video and draw it live, or you get to see the artwork being done and discuss an upcoming video for that month that I'm working on at the time. It could be the next video happening, so lots of extra perks coming. Just so you're all aware, there's quite a few fun bits. And you get access to a members only bit of the Discord to ask me questions if you've got Discord. It's Lore Guy. Hey! Kremgod! Oh, I'll have to move that bit out of the way. It kind of gets in the way of everything. Hang on. Damn, I would love to have that emojis Koifish have. Kremgod, they do look pretty cool. DempseyJ Gaming. Hey, how's it going? Definitely want to see me redraw that. Yeah, it will either be... Oop. I will remove that for now, but my plan is to, at some point, redraw some of my old artwork and put some design notes, or flesh it out and then do some design notes, so it's going to be quite cool. I am looking into... I know Popcross has done a podcast, but I've been looking into it since it's been announced. I'm kind of in a YouTube creators community, and the last call that we had last week was talking about shorts, but also talking about podcasts. So I'm quite interested to figure out, is there any topic you guys want me to turn into a podcast, which is more audio than anything else? Do you want me to take like the multiverse story arc? 20, I mean, go for dude, you sat through the whole 3 hours worth of episodes, but do you want me to take all those episodes and actually turn just the lore, the speaking, into a podcast that you can just listen to about the artwork? So you've got the story, or should we, cover certain topics in art that people are struggling with, or advice? You can ask me questions to do with art and that, and I can give you my opinion as advice. It's not going to be perfect, but stuff like that. Thank you, Minecraft Transformers, for joining the memberships. I think that was the notification. So enjoy your emojis and spam them. And spam the emojis while you can. Yeah, welcome to being a destroyer, Minecraft Transformers. In case you don't know, there's 2 memberships. So one will be one is kind of like a drawer, and then one is a destroyer. Destroyer gets all the perks, drawer gets some of the perks, and then you guys obviously will end up with shout outs happening in the video and stuff, which would be quite cool. Hey Galaham19, how's it going? We haven't actually drawn anything yet, we're just sorting things out. I put a poll up and just giving it a bit of chance to work, which is quite cool. Just says, I guess we don't have enough to gift memberships. You can actually super chat and gift memberships It is available using the icon at the bottom. I think there'll be a little, almost like a little note with a dollar bit. You should be able to do memberships and that. I can't see it on what I'm looking at, but you should be able to do the to do them. Not saying do it, because obviously if you can't afford it, don't do it, but the options are there. Brucus, Devastator, nice. Oh, that's a really good question, Galaham19. Galaham19 says, DempseyJ, you have dozens of series going on your channel. How do you organise them? How do you decide which series to get back to? It's a number of factors. So one is if a series done really well and I haven't done it in a while. So like Ben 10 Aliens, that did really well, and the first one, and the second one didn't do quite so well. So we moved on to another one, and then we started coming back to it. So over time, I'm going to bring them back. But there's also suggestions by people, so it's really difficult. I've got to find topics that everybody likes. So SCPs and phobias do really well. Anything horror and creepy and scary, everybody seems to love, which is quite good. And then when I do the stuff as Transformers or Venomized, or I do stuff as D&D creatures or the Pokemon Mech Armors, people all love these little variety bits. But I also look back every now and again to see, okay, when was the last time I did a dinosaur video? Because Dino Dinoclaw hasn't had much dinosaur adventures compared to the others. So I try and balance that out to bring the character growth, which is it is very difficult to do. So I've got this whole list and I've got them going through, and then when we bring a new narrator in, we introduce them, we see how that goes for a while, and then we bring them into another video a bit later and a bit later after that. Koi, thank you so much for gifting a membership. Who got the membership? Justin, congratulations on getting the membership, and be sure to thank Koifish Gaming for gifting one out. Chroma God says, I think this night you should buy a channel membership. Yeah, if you want to, if you can afford it, then by all means, not a problem. Dr. Virus, that's not a problem. I don't know what's actually going to win at the moment. Venom as a Dragon kind of is is winning, but we'll give it another minute. We'll get to 10 minutes and then we'll see what happens. Galaham19 also says, Dempsey, lately you've been doing more live streams than art videos. Not that I'm complaining, any means, but wonder if you have anything planned. So the live streams were a great way to get the watch time up, as well as interact with you guys back and forth. And I'm going to continue doing at least one live stream a week where possible. If I get a chance to do 2 videos in a week instead of a live stream, depending on how it works out, then that will happen. The other factor involved is obviously I do YouTube outside of a 9-to-5 job, and sometimes the nature of my work, there are some big projects and tight deadlines, which means that I can't devote a lot of time some weeks to do 2 sets of videos coming out, because I've got to fit it around the day-to-day job and everything else. So live streams are great for that. I will at least be doing a live stream every 2 weeks at a minimum as one of the main ones, and then looking to slot in an extra members only type of live stream where you actually see me working on some of the upcoming video content. So it could be a case of I'm working on so for example, if we had 10 members and I was to do it on Wednesday, you might be able to see me work on one of the artwork pieces and discuss the community redraw that's happening and a couple of plans on that for Friday. If it's next week and it's on a Wednesday, for example, you may find out what's on that Friday or the following Monday, depending on when the next live stream's planned. But I am looking to try and get that balance right between them. I know I used to do 2 videos all the time. It's just things have gotten quite busy lately, and a live stream's a way to keep giving you content at the same time as doing the doing the normal videos, and I can spend a bit more time polishing that one video to make it a bit better, or improve the content for you guys. But I am looking to balance out with a couple of extra videos happening, even if it's just a single 5-minute video of me redrawing some of my old art or something, or a quick video I can just knock out, like venomizing something and just do some lore that we haven't done in a while. But yeah, it's basically down to what I can actually do with real life commitments until I eventually get to the point I can do YouTube full time, which would be amazing. DempseyJ Gaming says, I'm actually the secret channel manager and Dempsey comes to me for the answers to YouTube problems. Nice. Okay, it looks like it's Venom as a dragon, so we'll do an epic dragon design venomized, which would be quite cool. That's it. I am broke. Yeah, Koi, I completely agree. I know how you feel. It's one of those things where it's like, oh my god. Dr. Virus, it's not a problem. If you don't have a lot of money for memberships, there will still be a lot of updates on the regular channel and still doing the regular live stream and video. The members just get some behind the scenes stuff extra and access to the high res artwork to download at the end of it. So it's just a case of giving a bit extra back to those that are able to. At the end of the day, they might get an advanced community post about something that you guys will get a bit later on, and you know, that's just you still get the same content, it's just they get early access. Yeah, go for dude. I did reach my watch time goal, and I got into the partnership program. We're monetized, so that's a massive stress off, and the videos, basically I can focus on the content and just push that more and more, which is good. Gala19 says, which of your series will you get back to next? Venomized, SCPs, My Hero Academia, or what? There is going to be a Venomized video coming out, possibly redrawing my old Venomized Pokemon with some lore to go with it. But in terms of the next video, it's the community redraw. After that, I've got like 2 or 3 planned. I also have to space it out because I do a variety. I can't do too many videos that are the same subject, so I can't do too many, like for example Yu-Gi-Oh! SCPs. I can't do too many of them together because YouTube will start thinking that I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel when I'm not. I'm kind of like a pop culture variety crossover channel, so I will be spacing them out. It will either be, I do need to do a dinosaur episode, a Venomized episode, and we haven't done the multiverse story arc in a while, but I have been promising the steampunk episode for a while, so that will be definitely happening in April. I've just run out of time this month with a big project at work, which is a real shame. But I am fleshing that out, and there will be a narrator for that, and I will be looking into finding a way to make a new voice. It'd be quite cool. Hey Tipcentric, welcome to the stream. I've just noticed we've been going for a little while and we haven't drawn anything, so I'm going to bring up a dragon. Right, I'm going to have to do this portrait because that's going to be quite cool, and we'll start fleshing out some. We've done a lot of talking, but we haven't actually done a lot of drawing, so I'm going to start fleshing out a kind of a dragon now, which should be quite cool for it. Yes, Koifish, your idea won. Justin, can we address the elephant in the room? It's Celtic Guardian. It's just linked from Legend of Zelda. Yes, it does look remarkably like Link from Legend of Zelda. In fact, it's basically based on that, I believe. Obnoxious Celtic Guardian is kind of like the big brother version of Link with a lot of attitude. But yeah, definitely is that kind of vibe to it. Which is quite cool in a way, but also, yeah, it's interesting, but it's also, I do know, as soon as someone's said that once, I kind of got the whole vibe, as you're saying, and it's just, I do like dragons. I want to get this kind of like a... And I will draw like, I'm not actually going to use a reference for this dragon. I've been drawing them lately. I will use a reference if I need to, and it doesn't look right. But I kind of got an idea. Well, I got an idea. I'm not actually thinking. I'm drawing this how I think perhaps it should be for a venomized dragon, using a lot of experience in the past from the channel videos. That's fine, Dr. Virus. If you do go, thank you for joining the stream, and we'll catch you next time. I haven't seen it, Galahad 19. I have read the comic or the manga all the way up to about 10-15 issues from where it is now. So I kind of know the storyline of what's happening to it. I just need to get down and watch those. I have been watching a lot of other animes and mangas as such, because I feel that I need to broaden my kind of like storytelling and that. And there's a lot of anime mangas in the episodes that get a lot of information in, and even if it's not a high action episode, they just work. I think enough needs to go wider. How's everyone's day been, by the way? I haven't actually asked that. We've been talking a lot about the channel and plans and stuff today, but yeah, how has everyone's day been going? Mine's been busy with work, and then I did a martial arts lesson the first time in like 2 months tonight. Oh, that is tiring. It was great fun, but that was a lot of groundwork, which is very exhausting. But it was an amazing lesson. I had a lot of fun doing that today. Always good fun when you get to do something like martial arts and that. Oh, Galahad 19. That's actually a really good idea. Because I did say on the last live stream as well, I did want to do a dinosaur video. You're right, because Dino Dinoclaw hasn't done anything in a while. Why not try one of the hell of a boss characters, like say a T-Rex Blitzer or something? If I use it, you will get a shout out for that one. For suggesting that one. I like to give credit where credit's due. If someone's giving me an idea and I know it and I can find the name, I will shout it out. That's not a problem. Justin, one day you will. You're on the Discord, aren't you? If you send me an IM on the Discord, I will add you and Minecraft Transformers after the stream to the role, which gives you access to it'll give you access to do the members video suggestions. Each month, one of them is guaranteed to be picked as a video. So there is one waiting from Koi, which will happen. Not sure if it's going to be a one-off one or it's going to be kind of like with lore, but it will happen. And then there's a there's going to be kind of like if we get so many, it'll be a random selection, and then that'll be taken off the random selector, and then we'll do another one for next time, and we will eventually get through them all, which will be quite cool. That is a good question, Galan 19. It's been a while since we've heard from Loki and his Terror team. When we'll be hearing more about that. Loki will slowly be coming back into the storyline with the narrators over the following months, mainly in the community redraws. The main reason for this is after this month's community redraw, Friday's episode, each redraw will be focusing on a narrator or a group of narrators, and they will be having some character development before they can come back in properly with Loki and potentially the Terra team or Team of Terra, the narrators need to go through some personal growth to be able to battle them competently. Now, it's kind of started a little bit with Enter the Beast Tamer and Ehrenfold, but he hasn't quite learnt his lesson yet. But yeah, that's the plans for that. Is that your is that Koi, that sick idea via Patreon that you said? Is that the one that you put in the video suggestions? The very first one you did? Just say yes if it is. Don't spoil it, but yeah, if it is, that is cool. Today was Monday, nailed from all angles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right, how do you want the body to be posed on this one? Because this is also going to be in a digital painting style, so whatever we do, I'm going to kind of make this epic, but kind of feel the neck needs to be coming around here for a kind of Venom. Dragon. Galahad 19, yeah, I didn't have a lot of submissions. I had enough to do the redraw, which is always epic. I am definitely going to I'm changing up my initial plans for the theme for the next redraw. I did have something else planned, but I'm swapping them around a little bit. I've had a couple of suggestions that could be really cool to do. Potentially, so I will be looking at sorting those out, mainly because I think too much of creating your own kind of like main characters or creatures, the people haven't been interested in doing it, so I'm going to be bringing back some extra topics that I haven't done in a while, make it all focused on something rather interesting. There's going to be twists as well, so whatever I ask you to draw, I'm not going to be telling people what's happening, but they will be. It's not going to be like a straight redraw or anything like I've done in a couple of the last episodes. It's going to be shifted around quite a bit. Dempsey, Loki is taking that kind of artistic kid out for sushi and didn't say anything. That's fine, I don't like sushi. So it's fine. Yes. Koi, yes, that is an epic one. Galahad 19 asked if anyone's looking forward to the season finale of The Owl House. Season 3, but I hate how it's being condensed to 3 episodes. They probably ran out of budget with all the other stuff that they've got on, to be honest. No, I don't like that pose. Let's clear that out. I think what I want to do is bring it up here. And bring like an epic body down this way. Rough shape of the body in. I am working on just the basic structure and placement at the moment, guys. I will be, as always, I will be doing like a rough sketch, adding the Venom stuff on top like I normally do after I've drawn a basic dragon, and then bulking it up after that to make it look cool. No, go through it. I don't like raw fish. I just don't. To be honest, I haven't really tried proper sushi, but I don't like the idea of raw fish. I don't think my taste buds will like it. So no. Right, let's look on some other factors. So I kind of want an epic wing coming in from. Yeah, I kind of want a wing to be. Have a bit of a tail coming back here because we want to bring it back into the picture. I'm not against trying stuff I haven't had before, Justin. I need to be in the mood to try it. It's one of those things. It's like I know I'm either gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it. I just never got around to trying it. Those are some quite interesting ideas for that Galan 19. There will be a Venomized SCPs at some point, episode 2. I want to continue where the Venomized Warden from the Minecraft game got sent out somewhere as well. So Minecraft characters Venomized would be, mobs Venomized would be quite cool as well. So I'm planning to take some of the bits where I've just left things out in the open and merge them in at some point. I'm also planning to get some really, really random I say really random, get some wacky episodes going, so ones that are a bit more interesting. The story's going to be a bit more fleshed out, so I've been looking into getting stuff to help with that. I kind of feel I want to... Maybe that tail shouldn't be up there. Maybe that needs to be changed a little bit to be... Maybe I want the tail to come more across here and back to the front, like... The tail's kind of in front of us more. Potentially. Yeah, I don't know if you caught it, Koi, if you're still there. I was looking at the possibility of doing a podcast. So, taking aspects from, it could be art questions, you know, get you guys to submit a load of questions via Discord or something and do a podcast answering the questions. I mean, this is open to everybody. I'm looking to do a podcast series on the channel. Now, it may just be me talking about stuff with no art in the background. And it could be about my opinions on how to do stuff in art, or my experiences with, my opinion and experiences on our best way to learn with art, or to do this or that. If you've got specific questions, can't talk. If you've got specific questions, then it's looking into doing things like that so that we can work on it and kind of like build everyone's knowledge base, which is one of the things that I love about the art community. But we can also have a podcast, and then, you know, maybe there'll be questions about, you know, what got me started into doing YouTube, or, you know, should you start a YouTube channel? You know, what's your opinion on digital art to traditional art or AI art? And I might even get some guest people in on the podcast. So, you know, I might see if I can get some other YouTubers in to give their opinion on certain things, or how they got started, and see if, even if it's across different niches or genres or categories on YouTube, whichever way you want to call it, how did people get started? Because you'll be surprised to find out their stories are quite similar, or the process is quite similar for their niche. So it's just stuff to do something kind of fun and extra. Not sure if it will kick off in that, but it's just an idea. I haven't got that far. It's just going to be venomized, so it's just going to be a dragon that's venomized. Um, Go Dude 88. I want to bring it back in a really random way. However, it has been mentioned in a community redraw, but that could also be from an alternate parallel universe. I will be bringing back that Guzzlord mech armor because I think that should come back and give Nexum a headache. Zara, I have thought about doing that actually, a drawing challenge to see how good a video I can do in like an hour or 2 hours and stuff. An hour, 10 minutes, a minute. I just need to pick what subject I want to do. I have mentioned it before, but I will be looking into this. I want to do a sonars video where I take a couple of different sonars, like iron sonar, bat sonar, spider sonar, Pokemon sonar, like Pokemon Trainer, and I create myself or the narrators as these sonars in an episode and just give them like the alternate versions of it. That could be from different bits of the multiverse. I could do some really wacky ones as well, which would be quite cool. So that would be quite fun to do. I got so many ideas that I want to do, it's just finding time to do them all. So this is a basic dragon design. So that's the basic dragon concept done. Is there anything like that there? I'll delete that. Drop that down just a little bit. Now we're going to do the symbiote stuff over the top. I'll pick a purple colour so we can see the difference. So now I'm going to create like a symbiote and some extra details on that and see what happens. No worries, Koi Fish. Thank you for joining the stream, and I'll catch up with you later. Justin says, I finally got lore on my persona. Nice. Later, Cowfish. Sorry, I had to put that one up. That made me laugh. Brilliant. I love it. Right, so now we're going to start... Actually, I might just start drawing the Venom aspect in on this straight away. Let's just start drawing this as an actual illustration. I'm keen to kind of like get some details in on this. There will be some changes happening this month on the setup behind me. Just to give you guys a bit of an update. Shelves will be getting put up in the next week or two, and I plan at some point to get some sound panel bits on the walls. You may not see them, but they absorb the sound, so there's less of an echo, which will be really good. It will help also with the video lore when I record it, which is always very useful. Would you like to hear it? Can it end coming out of its you draw the venom? Coming out of its mouth. Coming out of its mouth is this venom tongue, and I will be putting some of the elements of that on there, which would be quite cool. Yeah, I'm thinking tonight's stream's just going to be chilled. We're going to get as far as we get, stop when we get to a steady point when I do get tired, and then pick it up where we leave off. But I kind of want to do justice to this piece, so if we're doing a Venom as a dragon, we're going to be taking our time getting this right. Well, to a degree, taking our time to get this right. I want to get enough of this to make it look cool. Oh, I just noticed I've got some options up here. Wow, what did that do? Have you guys had anything show up or not? Did anything appear on the screen then, or was it just the same as normal and I was just looking away? That's an interesting command. I didn't know there's a command for that. I'm learning lots of things out since I've become I've managed to join the partner program. There's lots of like another whole world to YouTube and that I didn't even know existed, which is interesting. Oh, is that what that did? Did it drop an ad in? If it did, I do apologise. I didn't know what that did. I just saw it, and anything that's got a dollar sign looks like it's a option to monetize. But I thought that was to put it on there, like put that on there. If an ad happened, I do apologise, guys. I did not expect it to happen just then. Whoops, sorry. I just literally clicked a button. I've got like a new I've got literally this new control that's got like add a stream marker, share, menu, and it had this little circle button, this little circle with a dollar sign on it, and I thought click it and see if it gives me options like the gift members and stuff. Sorry. I know for future reference, don't click that button. So I do apologise, guys. That's well, it's good to know. If I do need to drop an ad in, then that's fine. If it's like I'll be back in a minute or two, here's an ad while I wait, done. We live and we learn. But you know, false advertising from the stream control. Yeah, literally, it is basically. I don't know the best way to describe it. It's just a. I mean, I hover over and it says insert ad, but by the time you go over and you click it to see what it does, then you get the hover over. If you mouse is paused there, you're like, did I just put an ad in? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I wasn't planning that to be an actual ad going into the stream at that point for everybody, but at least it is very good to know that. Tegan, you can pet the Venom Dragon, but just remember they do need to eat quite a fair bit of live substance. So pet at your own risk. I thought it was funny when Selena Gomez went live for the first time and didn't know donations were actual money. I tell you what, I would have been the same when I first went live if I hadn't been watching enough YouTube things. Ben says, hey Dempsey, hey Ben, we're doing a dragon venomized. It's kind of got a bit of the Charizard feel, but this isn't Charizard, this is, sorry, Venom as a dragon. So I'm kind of doing a bit of a, kind of a dragon bit underneath, so it's like a solid version, and then the symbiote gear on him. I just realised he wouldn't actually be like my normal half and half style, so his colour would all be the same. In fact, I've messed my design up, so let's do this again. I just realised an epic mistake I've made. His eye would actually be a... symbiote eye. This would be joining on to like... He's forming his dragon self at this point, so he is still... a lovely Venom character, but he's He's gone from goop to dragon form, that's what we'll say. Then I can get away with doing kind of like the whole weird venomy bits over the top, kind of going into it for the shape, so it looks a bit more monstrous. Should be quite good. You know, Popcross Studios did a Venom as a dragon, right? Yeah, I know, but this was suggested, and it won on a poll, so I'm doing it. I'm not worried if Popcross has done that, because that was ages ago. This is kind of my take on a Venom dragon, so I'm doing a more detailed rendered version of a dragon that's going to be Venom. Which should be quite fun. I kind of feel that I appreciate getting compared to, you know, Popcross has done this and he has done a lot of stuff and he's 2 years ahead of me and there's so much stuff on the channel I've looked at, oh, should I do that idea? And he's done it. But I also feel that now it doesn't hurt to do a similar topic or a similar video or piece of artwork, but make it my own, my style, which would be quite cool. If that's Fear herself behind me, I'm not looking around because that's going to be scary. We are Dragnum. Yeah, we are Dragnum. Justin says, what if this dragon is female but sounds like a dude because of the deep voice? Oh, Justin, you've just reminded me of an episode I watched of the Ice Blade Sorceress Shall Rule the World on Crunchyroll. Oh, it's amazingly funny. There's an episode where basically a male character disguises himself as a female, but he's got the male voice. And then there's one where he reveals himself as the male character, but he's got the female voice. So it's kind of like they've mishmashed it around on a few scenes, and it's funny as anything. Really, Popcross looks like he's 16 or even 17. Yes, Fear herself is definitely one of his overseers from his Multiverse Tales. In fact, I do need to watch his video that's come out because he's gone back in time 3,000 years on that one. Is it Dresden? Have I pronounced it right? I'm sure it's Dresden, the character, you know, character, and about the death of the SCP Foundation. It's going to be quite interesting. Justin, what if this dragon is... Oh no, sorry. Really, Popcross looks like he's 16 or even 17. He's definitely older than that. I think I'm older than Popcross, to be honest. Is it 6,000 years ago? I didn't know if it was 3,000 or 6,000. I couldn't remember, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. But yeah, I do need to have a look at that one. I know it released shortly before this video went live, so I was kind of expecting people to watch his first before even coming out here. Oh, coming out here. Yeah, you're coming live to the studio today. No, well you are, but you know, you're not actually physically coming out here. Dempsey, look, Death from Puss in Boots is doing the. Oh. I'll tell you what, I'm looking in the camera behind me. That would be awesome. That would be absolutely incredible. I suppose I guess Venom as a dragon isn't really a new concept as well. Um, I'm sure it was done in the comics, which is quite cool. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that after he got his bounty done. Possibly, yeah. It would be interesting. Oh, who's gonna? I'll tell you what. Change the subject. Who's gonna watch the Mario movie when it comes out? I don't know when it comes out for you guys. In the UK, it comes out on the 7th of April, the Easter bank holiday weekend. So I'm going to be watching that. Sarah says, I think I broke my YouTube timeline bar. It's halfway down the screen. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch the Mario movie. I think that's going to be awesome. I'm going to take my my boys to see it. It should be quite cool. Is that looking right? Because this next bit's going to be the interesting bit. This bit here for the Venom design is going to be... Actually, I want to just... Yeah, we've got to add the design in, so I need to pencil that in on this bit. Hello, a Nido Queen mum. Welcome to the stream again. I will look that up after the stream at some point. Sarah, not a problem. Thank you for joining the stream, and we'll catch you next time. Just this, I don't like that Peach is the mentor role, and I don't really care for her voice actress either. Yeah, there's probably going to be some things in the yeah, that people don't like, but all in all, I think it's going to be quite an interesting one. I mean, I'm going to have fun watching it because, you know, I just think it'll be a rather interesting movie. Maybe that should be a sharp point. Yeah, I think that should be a sharp point. Well, it's getting late. Time for me to head off. Goodbye. Thank you for joining Galahan19. We'll catch up next time. The community redraw is this Friday. At the very latest, it'll be Saturday. I will let people know, but Friday is community redraw, and the artwork's coming out really nicely on that one so far. I've changed my style slightly, or changed part of my style, and I'm loving how it looks. So we'll see if it continues. Tegan says, I have a cool name for the Venom Dragon, the Venom Wing. That's quite a cool name. Until we find one that's better than that, we probably will call it that. Which would be quite cool. Right, Venom's... I need to look up Venom for the logo on his chest, because I like putting that logo on. I want to get the logo right. Nintendo hired Illumination so they don't get accused of 18+ content. Did they? It's quite an interesting move by them. Oh, that's kind of perfect for what I want for this bit. Right. So I'm just looking up a reference of the kind of like the spider symbol, because that's the most iconic Venom element. So I want to make sure it's added. But I also want to make it so it's kind of part of the design. So, for example, this bit here, I actually wanted to change it so it's part of the scaled armor element going in. which I think would be quite cool. Venomized Toothless, I'm sorry, I just joined, but we are making a mother... Yes, we are making the Venom Dragon, our own version, so it's kind of going to be put in here, and then I'm going to do the digital stars. You remember how that Super Mario Roy character turned out at the end, with all the flames and the stuff and the comic-y style? I'm going to be doing something like that over the top of this once it's done, but I'm taking my time to get the lines right. Even if we just get the lines right, and a bit of basic light and shadow tonight, we'll see how we're going on time for it, but yeah, we'll definitely be doing it, and then we'll be continuing it. I will also be doing some other illustrations on the channel off screen and turning them into small time lapses, or just posting community updates and then putting them in the videos later. In the Venom movie, he doesn't have the spider logo because his Venom didn't enter with Peter Parker. That is correct, but we haven't said which Venom we're doing, and I want it to have like the armor effect, the scales to kind of make... I want the scales to make the spider symbol. You should search... I'm not entirely sure what that is. Is that a safe search? Because that's in a different language, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm slightly afraid as well. I'm actually dropping that into a translator now. I don't even know how to pronounce what it actually translates to. Is it a rock roll? Rick roll? Does the dragon have poison breath? Not entirely sure if it's got poison breath. I just know it's going to be an interesting design. I guess it technically could have all of the abilities of Venom, which means it's got a lot of abilities. It's a Japanese name for a Japanese only game. Oh, okay, then that's fine. Fair enough. No, that's cool. I'll have a look at that later. I got to be careful what I search and what gets searched in the community chats and stuff. Being in the partnership program, we are responsible for everything you guys put in chat, which means we're responsible for an awful lot. Oh, it's just a cute little chibi dragon riding a giant snail. Fair enough, that's cool. Oh, well, welcome back, Sarah. Thank you for rejoining the stream. I'm currently just figuring out the best way to do the elements on the chest of this one. I do need to do an actual Pokemon-based illustration at some point. I have had a request from my youngest to draw their favourite Pokemon with them as like a cool Pokemon trainer, which is going to be interesting. What if the Mario movie was done by all Japanese people? You would have a lot of high-pitched voices, crazy sense of humour, and special effect words all over the place. It would be quite cool, actually. You'd have some insane fight scenes. My Toothless, I'm making a Mothman character in an SCP-inspired universe. Nice. Okay, so I've got this, and I do this bit to save here. This comes down again to there. Can go across to there. That could look quite cool when it's done. A Mario anime, yeah, go for it. I think they've actually done Mario in anime style over there. I've seen a few clips of fan art in the Mario anime style, and he looks like he's ripped and he's just tough as anything. Bit podgy still, but they just look really ripped and like over the top, like Street Fighter style, which is quite cool, but quite interesting. Right, so I've got that bit there. I've got the Venom tongue there. I think the tongue's not. Well, the tongue is quite long, but I don't know if it's quite large enough. We'll sort that out in a bit. The tail of the dragon is going to be interesting. Super Mario is the adult Mario movie. Fair enough. Venom's often got little tendrils over him at times. Hodson, I don't know how long you've been in the stream, but welcome to the stream. And you say, "Hey, I'm making clay art. What shall I make?" What do you normally make out of clay art? I think we'll ask you a question on that one. Or what do you fancy making? Like, what type of things have you made before? Or is it just whatever takes your kind of like fancy to make? Mario anime in clay. Yeah, there's your challenge right there. I need to make sure this is working in the right. Because I think at least one of his wings will be like really straight on one of the side bits going along. I've just got a feeling that you'll have like a super sharp, smooth section. Let's get some more music up. I don't know how to make anime. You could make a dragon out of clay. I mean, I know we're doing a Venomized dragon here, but you could do your own version of it. That might be quite cool. I'm going to do this arm. His arms are like really, really insanely bulky. Venomized Toothless has a question. If you were Iseki'd, I think I pronounced that right, what kind of universe would you want to end up in? Question for chat and Dempsey. That's a good question. It's a very good question. I don't know. I'd have to think on that a minute. Give me a minute. I think I would have to be in one with magic and mechas. So much similar to basically all the ones that I've watched where they've got reincarnated into another world are the strongest sorcerer. The strongest sorcerer reborn, reincarnated as a slime. Evolution was quite a good one. Or the fruit of evolution. Knights and magic was my favourite one so far that I've seen though. If I was going to go into another world, basically magic, spells, power, mythical creatures, mecha, like everything in one, just everything together. That would be my choice. That would be really cool. Hello, Omega Prime! Infinity Stones enhanced Pikachu fused with Infinity Stones enhanced Diamond Head. That would be insane. Basically, any universe where it allows me to use magic in a physical form, you got me signed up. Nice. Kind of cheating with the scales on its back a little bit. Just to give an idea of like this back bit. I don't think that looks right. Maybe that should be more like a bulked out back like. He's kind of bulked out all the muscles a bit. Justin, if you read what's above my actual answer to Venomized Toothless's question. Yeah, no, that's cool. Omega Prime, it has been absolutely ages since I've seen you in the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. What's the last stream you remember watching? That'll say how long ago you've watched. Good for dude, I will catch you next time. Thank you for joining the stream. Hopefully you left a like, and yeah, I'll catch up with you in the moderators Discord. We need to think of a new event for April, something Easter related, because I don't think anybody did the Robots in Disguise one. I need to double check if you guys saw the channel or not properly for submitting, but we'll sort that out later. You forget that it was that long ago? Wow. Well, Mega Prime, at least you're joining this one. Cool, so let's do this arm. Some fun with this, so let's sort this out to be a bone. Yeah, bone type of design here, get a bit more detail in, fleshed out. One coming down here, like a few. I want to kind of put some holes in part of the wing, just make it a bit more interesting being Venom. Basically, I want to do a stream. Yeah, basically, just in so stream, I don't want to deal with the Demon Lords and unless they're paying Patreons, of course. Fair enough. Tara, is that to me what's my favourite food, or to just in the chat in general? I mean, my favourite food has been chocolate for years, and it's bad for me. So I kind of need to pizzas. That lamb is probably good. A pasta bake, a really good pasta bake is really nice, or a really nice stir fry. Or maybe like a big gammon steak, egg and chips. There is a lot of food I like, which could be classed as that, but yeah. What about you? What's your favourite food? Chocolate is my main go-to food though, and I am failing, but I'm trying to cut down the amount of chocolate I actually eat. For various multiple reasons, and I will be doing my best to keep that up. Or to actually kickstart that back into being. Goes past that, and I want that wing bit to come down here, and I want it to become like a venomized. Like forming the wing. I do need to tidy a few bits up on here though, so there's a few bits I know I've gone through the lines on, which I don't want to have done. suppose it'll help if I actually turn that layer off now. That's the basic structure of our dragon, bar a few extra tweaked bits around here. Just got a feeling Venom would have a few tears in his dragon type wings to look a bit more scarier to people. I'll see you later, Sarah. Thank you for joining again, and if you come back, I'll see you next time. Ransor is the dragon's name. We also got a Tegan's suggestion for the dragon's name was the Venom Wing. So we've got a few interesting suggestions for it. I do want to at least get a sense if I... Right, so that's not being done properly. There. All the main bits. I think they are, other than that and that. Cool, so we invert that. I want to make a solid colour version of it, just so I've got one to work with as a backup. I also want to duplicate these and just have a backup of one. So now we need to think of a background, so I'm going to create a background on this. What about Razor? Why was Batman's SCP just ahead? Justin, basically Batman has no superpowers, but his whole identity is the cowl covering the mask and then the whole image of a bat. So his SCP was actually an artifact in the SCP superheroes. You put on the Batman cowl and you go into an alternate reality in your mind where you live the life of Batman, the traumas, all the experiences, and the more you get hurt there through repeated use, the more the injuries come back and kill you in your real form. If you lose a battle and die in it, you technically die in the reality you're in. But during the time the cowl is on you, you don't need to eat, sleep, drink. Your body's completely nourished, almost like a suspended animation stasis. So it was kind of the whole concept for having it where the main bulk of it was covered with that. So yeah, it was pretty much not entirely just doing the head and couldn't bother to draw it. It was more a case of there was an actual feel to it. I wanted to do it as an artifact to do the cowl, like a broken head thing, because people pick up the mask and without realizing it they'll put it on and then they'll be Batman in this alternate reality. You see a bit of cloth on it as a Batman mask. I'm not being funny. If you're a kid, you're going to pick it up and put it on. Most adults will put it up and messing around when they're drunk doing it. So, you know, fun fact. Yeah, let's start a bit of a... Actually, I probably want to do this more strategic. For this one. Hodson, you finished the Clay Dragon. Awesome. That's actually quite cool, Justin. Fun fact, archaeologists dug up an Aztec item that looks like the Batman costume. Nice. And Omega Prime says, Infinity Stones enhance Matrix of Leadership Godzilla. What is your thought, Dempsey? Infinity enhanced Matrix of Leadership Mecha Godzilla. Now I'm running. But no, that would be quite interesting. It depends on how you've done the dragon out of clay. If you've done it like a flat 2D one, or is it a 3D dragon? Either way, you know, if you sculpted a dragon, you're 10 times better than I can do, because I know for a fact I can't really sculpt a dragon out of clay all too well. I'm just trying to set... If anybody's wondering what I'm doing a painting technique where you take colours that you want to have and you kind of create this almost atmosphere out of it. And I will check that out a bit later on, Justin. I appreciate you sending that, and I will definitely get back to you on that one, because I am a Batman fan and I'm curious how that's turning out, how that turns out. You know, but I wouldn't be surprised actually on that, because a lot of Aztec stuff and ancient cultures based their stuff on animals. So if they saw bats and they worshipped bats, and in some cultures bats are regarded as sacred animals, and a lot of their materials made from bat poop, basically, that's would make sense that they're worshipped as a deity. Omega Prime, that was mean. They haven't even recovered from the last chaotic thing that happened there. But yeah. Okay, so I've got a rough idea for that. So now I need to just start working on this dragon design. It's going to be a Venom, so it's going to be pretty much, most of it's going to be this purplish colour. Let's just get... There will be white in there. What other colours do we kind of want in there for the dragon? I kind of like the bluish colour from this, from the other bit. So we're going to have this kind of like a bluish colour. I'm going to shade most of this design in a base colour. But I suppose I could probably cheat actually. Let's cheat. I say cheat, it's not really cheating, but there we go. Base colour done. And we'll tidy the rest of it. It was discovered in 2014, by the way. That's pretty cool. Omega Prime, I am the leader of the fusion cult. You're definitely the leader of the fusion cult, because you have some really interesting ideas. Alright, so I want to make this one creepy looking as well, so I'm going to start adding on new layers. I want to move that right down underneath. I will put a clipping mask on it just to make it easier. I'm going to start adding on new layers, the respective colours, like the whitish colour on the layer, and then tidy it up when I merge them down. I want to just start building this up a bit. Should we paint it? I tell you, what style do we want to do? I'm going to do painting, but we don't want to mix of painting and... I'll tell you what, I'm going to do flats, paint the flats digitally painting style after I've got them in and a rough lighting bit. I think that's probably the best way to handle it, because that will allow me to do some interesting concept on this. So I'm going to get the flats in, and then I'm going to start looking at details over the top. Digital painting is good for some aspects, but I will do basic light and shading the same as normal, so I'll see what happens once I've done this. I might just do my normal process, but make way more rendered. That could be quite interesting actually. Get his keyboard sorted. I suppose there are ways of speeding this up. If I'd done the layer more sealed, so a lot of these lines like that didn't have a seal bit in the first try point, I could have used it as a reference and just dropped colours in on it, but there's, I don't know, there's something about doing most of the process that makes it seem more fun, enjoyable, relaxing, just chilling, doing a stream. People want to join in, feel free to ask any questions, leave a like. I will show you what we're working on shortly after I've got this flat colour in, and we just continue building up this illustration. I will definitely be doing a redrawing old art, like it's going to be a Venomized dragon. It's a Charizard Venomized, but I'm going to base it on the old artwork that I showed at the start of the stream, and then I'm going to tweak it to be in my normal video style. It should be quite cool. The benefit of doing it on a live stream is you guys get to see pretty much the whole structure like come to life, the zooming in, the zooming out. But at the same time, when it's a video, it's sped up. I don't know. Do you want me to zoom in this close on the normal ones and do details, or do you prefer the zoomed out version similar to what, you know, Botcross does, and it seems to work? You see more of the picture that way. More music, more music, more music. Tegan says, hey Dempsey, would you like to join Team Dragon? Team Dragon is my Pokemon team. Yeah, sure, why not? Add me to it. I have to have a Lucario. Have to have a Lucario if I'm in a Pokemon team. That's my favourite Pokemon. Still have not opened it since my other half got me this. I'm waiting till I've got a shelf put up, and I will open this up. Potentially, I might even keep it boxed on the shelf. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, I've got a Lucario. Hopefully you can see it. Kinda. Probably need to get better lighting actually. Put the lighting on this side. I've got Lucario, and that is definitely going to be part of it. I also have a Charizard floating around here somewhere. Oh, I should have used that as a reference. I am such a numpty. Got a Charizard. This is my youngest Charizard, and he's kindly said I can use it in streams. But that would have been a really good reference for a dragon. For the pose. Oh well, I'll do that on the next one. We've got a few things round here, but yeah. It's all good fun. Right, so we've got that. We need a pink tongue. Definitely need a pink. It's got quite a rich pink tongue. Yeah, that's a Venom pink tongue. Dempsey, the other half of what? Hang on, I've missed something here. Justin says, I sacrificed a level for Dempsey and a level for that character skid, summon a level 39 Utopia and obliterate Loki's coat. Nice. Infinity Stones enhance Matrix of Leadership Vilgax, says Omega Prime. Welcome back, Gopher Dude. Dempsey, other half of what? Oh no, my other half means my My other half is in my partner, my other half. So that's what that translates to. So yes. Kind of a, I don't know if it's a British term, it's just a general term, but yeah. Could be a generation term as well. I say my other half, people, people my generation that get it. Anybody else is like, half of what? But now we're starting to get to the fun part of this. I will be, if I can get enough layers going by the end of it, be merging this all down, and I will be putting slimy venom saliva on the tongue. Should be quite good. Yeah, we've had quite a cool evening. In case anybody doesn't, they're new and they don't know, we have channel memberships now on the channel. Minecraft Transformers and Koi are members, and Koi Fish Gaming kindly gifted a membership earlier, and Justin got it. So Justin's got a little green name and a little Loki icon. So an icon of Loki that was drawn on the channel as a new member. You get these emojis you can use as well, which is quite cool. And Minecraft Transformers, if they are about, will have that as well, but they'll be blue because they're a moderator, which is quite cool. And yeah, you get emojis, you get access to the Discord's member section where you can do video suggestions or ask me a question directly. You get access to, I need to set it up via the Discord, it will be happening, the previous artwork that I've done. So on Patreon, you can get access to all high-res versions of the art from live streams and videos. I'll be setting up a Google folder or something with specific access to certain people. So there'll be a link that you can only use if you are in the members section. You have access to the link, which will be really fun and cool. And there's also like advanced community posts on the channel as well. So if you go onto the community tab, or you go onto the channel, you see a members only tab, which just you'll get a few advanced things for the behind the scenes and that, which will be quite cool. But yeah, it is really cool. So we've got some new features. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it, on my last video, I was super excited. My Teespring store showed up at the bottom. I need to tweak that and update that. I haven't done that in a while, to be honest. That's a fail on my part. But it was super excited to see like little products at the bottom. I was like, wow. So we're unlocking lots on the channel, which is really fun and really exciting. So he's got kind of an armor. What's the best way to do armor? My grandma always said, if you can't beat them with grace, whack them with a mace. Fair enough, Venomized Toothless. Is she part Venom? Because I think that would be something I could picture Venom saying. I want bonish colour. So kind of like a bad tooth yellow. Oops, wrong way around. And I've kept these all on separate layers for now, because what I need to do is I need to take what's on each layer, in essence, and create a basic colouring system on it. Once that's done, I've got the flats done, I can then work on the light and the shadows. How long have we been going for? Do we know? And who is left in the chat? How many people do we have in the chat? Oh, we've only been going for about less than 2 hours. That's pretty cool. We've made some good progress in that time. Oh, funky tune. It's a bit upbeat. Quite like it. Venomized Toothless is here. Justin's here. I know Tegan's probably hanging around somewhere because they haven't said goodbye yet. Minecraft might still be about. Omega Prime's probably still here. Yep. Ronald Cornelius III. Hi. Cool. So it's nice to see regular faces still here. It's always nice to, you know, have people popping up in the chat as we stream. I don't think I got any answers, but what did you guys think of the idea of doing a podcast or something where you guys, maybe I answer your questions or something, I put some out so you can do a load of questions in a live stream or something that you want me to in a podcast, and I answer your questions in a podcast. I turn it into like a series. That could be quite fun. I'm just trying to experiment with the YouTube of plug-in podcasts at the moment, so it's mainly audio. There won't be a lot of drawing. It'll just be like me talking and discussing stuff. I may have some video things going, but they won't be overly dependent on it. It's very hard to classify a podcast on YouTube because to me a podcast is audio only, but they've got a playlist for podcasts. And Venomized Bob the Builder, that would be quite funny actually. I might have to do that as a series. Famous cartoon characters Venomized, that would be awesome. It's weird. There's some series I want to continue, and some series I just want to. Well, I'm not worried about continuing them. I will continue them at some point, but I also want to extend it out a bit. So some series I want to continue and do a new episode on, like my Magical Academia I haven't done in a while, or turning stuff into dragons, other than this one. But yeah. And then just build it up, which would be quite cool. Oh, cool! I like that. We've got like it says 2 new members on the actual status screen. That's quite cool. Who here would slap Amanda Walder in the face and call her a... if you had the chance? I would make her work for me with one of those devices in the back of her neck. I'd have to deal with her own game. That I think would be quite cool. I may at some point one stream, not yet, but in the future, I may at some point just gift a load of memberships out if I can. I'm pretty sure I can gift memberships out. It'd be funny if I actually got a membership to my own channel, because I'm not a member on my own channel. I can see what you guys see. I can obviously do everything on my channel. I've got access to everything, but I'm not a member. Point in case is if I type something and go like hi, I don't get any little member icons, so it's a bit sad, but it is understandable. I'm not really expecting any. I feel that I want to do a different colour on the... Do we want it lighter on these? I'll block a layer in and we can change the colour as we go. I kind of want these scale bits to be a different colour. Hey Dempsey, are you going to stop? Hang on, I will keep on sending Infinity Stone enhanced monsters to the Multiverse Department so no one can stop me from doing it. Are you going to stop? Am I going to stop you? Yes, I'll get my narrator. Nexum's going to have a portal ready that's linked to his dimensional device that doesn't work right, and he's going to send you off to... Oh wow! I should do a video episode where all your Infinity ones are getting sent into the Guzzlord Mech's like black hole thing in the other dimension. That'd be quite interesting. Omega, I sold your location to the MVD for more splicing technology, so they'll arrest you. Sorry, no, sorry, teleport. Sorry. Oh. Oh dear. That's not very nice, is it, Omega Prime? So I can't hear you through the portal. I have a question for you guys. How do you feel if one of the narrators got killed off? Or one of the characters got killed off, like one of the main characters? Or, you know, how would you feel? Do you think stories should have the main characters getting killed off? Or do you think that it at an appropriate time? Or do you think, no, never? I'm not saying it's happening. I'm not planning to kill off any of my characters. I have lots of adventures and stuff for them planned. I'm just wondering what people think on the subject, because it was raised on the Discord about an SCP Foundation character. They're going to basically kill them off, and this is one that technically can't die. So I'm just curious what people think of the whole subject. I think depends on the context for you. Okay. I'm assuming that's an autocorrect there, Justin, so I haven't said the word, but yeah. Yeah, I think it, yeah. Your autocorrect is really interesting. I kind of think we should take all of them and make a short. At some point. That could be quite interesting. I have no idea how this is going to look, but I kind of want to add a bit of a tonal difference into this Venom. Oh, I quite like that. Maybe I should do the inside of the wings, that colour. Quite like how this is actually working with these two colours. And don't get me wrong, there's also an awful amount of inheriting. Yeah, but that's going to be the whole inside bit. Okay. How do I do that? Maybe I should leave it as that bit there. Okay, it needs more. Yeah, I just teleport your blue eyes to black. You guys being mean to each other now. What do I want to do with this? I kind of feel that I need to... Ah, that then becomes... Is that too blue next to that? Let's just do a rough idea. No, that's too much. No, I think we'll have it there. I think we'll just have that as the colour for that. Oh, actually no, I can do that here. It will actually look quite nice here. Question for you guys. When you draw an illustration, do you plan what you're going to do, or like beyond just I fancy drawing this and this? Like, do you think about it in more detail, or do you just do what I do on the live streams and just start drawing and see what happens? Right, so we can alpha lock that. Next one starting or not? Nope, let's just get to the next one. I forgot. Oh, you guys are talking about. No, I'll leave you two on that one. You're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And how it's going to bring in your stuff, so it's like, yeah, I'll leave you guys to that one. I will be doing more Yu-Gi-Oh! SCP episodes. I've got tons of designs. I know Fiend Mega Cyber has been requested by Galahound19, and there are a few other cool concepts and designs. I also have plans to bring in the more common ones. So I will be bringing in like Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, and that over time. They're not in yet because I've got a very specific episode in mind for it, but I need a few more SCPs created first. And then once that's done, that'll be a rather cool way of doing those bits. What do you guys think of the Yu-Gi-Oh! SCP episodes? Do you like them? I mean, I know they're the last two episodes I've done, and you know, it was doing quite well on the channel compared to the other content. So I thought we'll continue that. Just wondering what you guys actually think of them in general. I will be varying stuff up, so I do have Yu-Gi-Oh! Mech Armors and Yu-Gi-Oh! Other Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff planned. But I'm just curious what you guys actually think of the yeah, those type of episodes, really. Yeah, this one's going to go on for a while. We're going to change that, I think, for now. Yeah, another bit of music that lasts quite well. Yeah, this one sounds quite nice. I think it's just that there left to do, and I can start adding some real textures onto this. Started changing my idea what I do, in a sense, for how I do this. Still have the usual ones, but I can get more detail in on the illustration now. So if I have this kind of like a full bit and I zoom in to show you for the detail of the piece. So around the eye, I actually colour fill my selection area in. So once I've got all the bits that I want for my darkest shadows. It gets filled in, and then it kind of just inherits the colours over the top, which looks quite nice. But I haven't done everything I need to do on this yet, because this is a Venom dragon, so we're going to have some fun. First thing I need to do is put a hard light layer on, while I remember. It's basically just a solid gradient layer over the top, with a bit, well, a gradient, a solid noise layer with a bit of texture. I then add an overlay layer for some extra light. Picking up, this time I'm going to go for an orangey light. Because I want part of the background layers to be picked up. That is on the overlay layer, isn't it? Maybe I should have gone for more of a yellow colour of it. Yeah, that's better. Colour dodge layer. Adds a bit more to the piece. Then I want to add one more layer over the top of this, and this is an important layer if I get the right aspects of it. So can I set the right colour without hitting everything? On that one, that one. Excuse me. I will. Is that everything I need to get? Yes, perfect. Seems a bit weird, but I need to do a. I got this one little texture that I use called a Venom texture. It doesn't seem like much. In fact, it shouldn't be on that solid, to be honest. Oops, wrong there. Okay, that's cool. So if I go on to that layer and I select all those bits again, because I unselected them by accident, so I need to reselect all the bits I want to use. I also want to save this selection. I learned this on Procreate, right? This is amazing. You can actually save your selection for later. I mean, seriously, I'm off the selection. I want to load a selection. Save and load. Click that. It loads my selection for me. This is amazing. I learnt this today. Literally, I didn't even know you could do this. So I've learnt this today. It's an amazing feature. It's a tip. And I've never seen it in any tutorials on YouTube. But it allows you to then go into it, and then I've got my entire selection selected already. and I can just do my selected bits over the whole image that I need to do. And it won't affect the tongue, but I'll get every aspect I need to get in. I will make these kind of like larger on here so they kind of take on everything, but yeah, it's you can do pre-selections in Procreate, which I never actually knew about. Hey Koi, welcome back. I'm lurking back and forth. Tomorrow's garbage day, so getting ready for that. Yeah, it's bin day here as well tomorrow, so kind of been looking to get ready for that too. But yeah, I'm just learning. Like, there's so many things that I have never done on this. Like I don't know if you just saw it, the selection tool for loading it. I can now load back in that selection if I want to. In fact, I'm going to set up a couple of selections actually. So I want the whole tongue as a selection. Should have done this before I gradient filled everything, but okay, so that's it. I'm going to add selection 2. I want the horns as a selection. I mean, I never knew that you could do that on Procreate. I can just select everything I want and then add a selection. And then all I have to do is if I want to use a selection in future, I just hit that, hit load, and I say I want the tongue. Boom. I've got the tongue selected. I don't have to highlight it or anything. I mean, this is insane. It's actually an amazing feature. Omega Prime, I can stop you. I can stop you. I can time you out. I'm not going to, but I can stop you. No. It depends. If it's in your universe that you control, then I can't stop you. If it's in my universe, oh, I can stop you. I actually said today, let's flip the idea on its head and make a venomized dragon. Cool that it won. It's amazing. Yeah, it is quite cool that it won. I quite like how this one's turning out with the colours and that. I am going to be obviously building up everything for the elements now, but it is quite cool that I can now go in and do this highly detailed rendering on this. So it's going to be, this is going to be several streams easy, but the core idea behind that is this is going to be the bits that the darkest element will be using this kind of technique that I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm also this month, I don't know if you're about, Koi, I'm getting some sound panels for the wall, which will be awesome for that, and I'm setting up some setting up the shelves in the next week or two, so I'll have the shelves set up behind me and around me. Who else here makes sound of what they think the character wants the drawing sound like? Yeah, I do it. I don't do it on stream, but I've been sat there and done it. When I'm recording the lore, I am often thinking, if I don't say it out loud, what sound would this creature be making? Cool. Koi, have you thought about doing a podcast on your channel? Now that YouTube's kind of like pushing podcasts out everywhere. They've made the feature and they're pushing it more and more. They're going to be focusing on podcasts like they do with shorts. So I'm just wondering, have you thought about doing one on your channel? Maybe you can verbally review a game or something, you know. Turn it into a series where you review a new game or one of the retro games or something, like a retro game review. Sorry, random ideas, just throwing it out there. But I'm trying to think of a way to include podcasts on the channel here. That's not just a straight copy of Popcross's design notes, but being an art channel, that's the easiest thing and the most sensible thing to do. So, like people's art questions, I want to take their art questions and turn it into potentially something more substantial. I'm unsure of how I'll pull it off. I think that during my gaming episodes, I have the podcast to start with. Possibly. I do know their playlists. It's like I was thinking my multiverse story arc could be like episodes 1 through to 20 could be a whole series going down. I could take all the audio out of that and put that into it as a podcast. But I don't know how well that'll do. So it's kind of a crazy one. I'm quite liking how this is turning out. This is going to be an epic art piece. This one's going to... I'm taking my time on these on the live streams now, so I will be making these look as epic as possible going forwards when I do the lives. I don't want to really... I will try and do it, and if it's going to take like hours and hours and hours, and like 3 streams, I will do a bit off stream and record it, but I think taking the time to do these properly on screen is what really makes it work. Yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking about making it a series and then seeing how, because YouTube are plugging it. They've brought the thing out now. It could be a nice way to help grow the communities. And for anybody who's thinking of starting out on YouTube, it could even be an easier way to start a channel out if you don't want your face on there. Just do audio with a nice static picture and just talk about a subject. Just make sure you've got your entire season in there and they're in the order of what you're going to be doing. It's all they really recommend. So it's quite interesting. I was a bit confused because podcast to me is audio, no video, but YouTube's video, so it's a bit confusing. I have about 80 of them and they are separate. Koi, you're like a machine. I don't have 80 scripts sorted. If I had 80 scripts recorded, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should take a week off YouTube, do some really like simple videos that I can do, get ahead, a week of work, 2 weeks of work, get ahead, and then a week of YouTube and just do loads of scripts recording for art that I haven't even bothered drawing yet. And then just, I say bothered, I haven't got round to drawing. Bothered was the wrong word, but you know what I mean. I haven't had time to draw, and then I've got all the lore sorted to then just do the drawings as and when I can. Might be one way to bulk do that. It does depend. It's always so many ideas of what you can do on YouTube or what you can do for the channel, but it's getting the time to do it all is the key thing. Especially when you hold down a 9 to 5. I'll put Pokemon into Xenomorphs, take this Venomized Toothless. That's not a bad idea actually. I am looking for things to do on the Xenomorph series. You may have just given me a new series for the channel, Omega Prime. I'm pretty sure Podcast hasn't done Pokemon Xenomorphs. Ben, are you still there? You're the expert on if it's been done before or not. When it comes to the kind of pop crossy stuff, so I'm just wondering if our resident expert is about. Let's do the next one then, because the next one's really fun. Because I get on this here, here, and I just darken everything. I love doing this bit. I just love making like a small blend of the colour and stuff on the next layer. Just subtly, just enough to add a bit more dimension to it. And then turn off the colour fill, and we just go in with the actual. I suppose we could do a basic set of highlights for a general bit here. Shrink this down a bit. Add some more music. And then add some actual real proper highlighted areas that we're going to pick up. Did I lose my selection at some point? Did, didn't I? Oh, maybe overlay's not the right. It needs to be color dash. Oh, I like that. Maybe bring that down a little bit. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I want to just... Oh, we should have some nice music we can use for this. Hello everyone, I was just here to see how my dad is doing. I'm here at the cinema, the movie is about to start. Oh my god, go enjoy the movie. You can catch this up later, go enjoy your movie. I'm not sure what you're watching, but go and enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's going to work for that. May have to experiment with this kind of technique a bit more later. This lighting setup. Kind of feel it's going to be quite a useful one to know. Because that's starting to really look like it's got the light from the surrounding area coming onto the face. We'll go for a little bit longer, just a little bit, and then we'll call it a night. Probably about another 20 to 30 minutes maybe. At least finish off as much of this head as we can do. I don't want to tire myself out too much before actually finishing off more of the community redraw. I need to work on that in between stuff tomorrow. Best thing I love about stuff like Vivid Light is if you've got a slight hint of a colour on the base layer, it picks it up, so it's got like the red on the cheek. And this is actually starting to really pull out the detail in the face, which looks really nice. And obviously having a lower opacity means I can control just roughly how much and where it comes out, which is a really useful trick. I think I do need to do a how-to series, like how to, use the layers in Procreate, or that layer selection one. I mean, that's the most amazing one. Not a problem, Venomized Toothless. Thank you for joining so far. And yeah, we will continue this in another stream to finish it off, but thank you for joining. Yeah, this is kind of coming along really nicely at the moment, to be honest. Definitely coming along a lot better than I was expecting it to at this stage. I say that I don't really know what I was expecting it to look like at this stage. I just really like how the whole piece is starting to come together. Ooh. What happened to the tongue? It should just go bright, but in theory it could pick up a lot more. That's a bit disappointing. Never mind. Not a problem, Omega Prime. Thank you for joining the stream. I will catch up with you next time. It was nice to see you, and yeah, hopefully you can make the next one. With that said, who do we have left in the chat? Is there anybody about? Don't be afraid to say hi, like the video, and just, yeah. Puns forever. Always puns forever, definitely. Anyone still here? Please feel free to say hi, like the stream, and you got any questions? Feel free to ask. I'll answer them as best I can do. "30 quick reviews to a podcast." What? I suggest an idea. Boy's got 30 videos or 30 podcasts ready to go. That's amazing. Kind of jealous, but that's amazing. Yeah, it's the best thing to do, isn't it, Koi? Just to see how they go. No, but seriously, that's awesome. I kind of wish I had lots of content to be able to do that. Then again, I could probably get about 20 episodes if I just took all the audio from the old videos and just, or put the videos into the playlist as a podcast, see what happens. I got a feeling all my lore, if I sort them out and do them, would be great as a podcast, but they'd all just be stories that I've had previously. Unless even though I stripped the video bit out, so I might have to do something else. That's looking quite cool for the head so far of this venomized dragon. I don't think I want to do too much more in a bit tonight on this. I want to kind of have this style grow a bit over the next day or two just to make sure it looks right, but I think that's going to look epic once we add extra bits over the top. So for example, what I'm looking to do later on is create another layer over the top, maybe make that a color dodge layer, pick a color out from whatever we're going to have, maybe the red, and just add some more of the background colors to it, and then maybe over the colors you kind of get the whole feel from where it is. Maybe I'll take a bit more of the yellow on a few areas and just... Wow! I've got to remember to do that later. That's kind of awesome. Just get on the red as well. Yeah, that looks like that's going to be an awesome effect. I'm going to lock and hide that layer and keep that for later because that's going to be amazing. That is definitely going to be one of the best things that are going to happen there. I do think this is probably where I'm going to call it a night on this one. Do we have any questions before we call it a night and disappear? And we'll continue this next stream where I plan to do all of the rest of this Venomized design like this, sorry, the head of the Venom Dragon, which is quite cool. Dempsey, you could turn the popular SCPs into like, well, Venomized dinosaurs and kaiju. Potentially I could do, Ben. I am looking to do a dinosaur episode coming up and a Venomized episode coming up, which would be quite cool. But yeah, thank you, Koi. I appreciate that. Oh, Koi, I didn't know this. I don't know if you were in the stream earlier. I popped out the controls for the studio, and there's a little circle one with a dollar symbol in it. Don't press it in your stream unless you want to put an advert right there in your stream at that point. Everybody will see it live. Just get an advert chucked at them. I found this out at the start of the stream when I clicked on it, and yes, that's no, Ben, no. If it's the hard, no, I don't want SCP-682 behind me. That's the hard to kill reptile. Do you know I won't win? I'm never going to win against that. I'm not going to win against that. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Koi, yeah, it was it just stuck an advert right in the middle of it, so it's a good one to know. I thought it was just going to give me options like the super chats and stuff and gift memberships, you know, being a popped out control. No, it stuck an advert in there. So yes, although it might be an interesting thing to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say night everybody, hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.